Hello everyone, this is Clay with Digifactors Animation. How is everyone doing today? Oh no. Alright. Uh, what you see here, where I'm inside of a program for VR, and it's called Tvori. This is the program that I've been using to make all of my new uh, videos with. Well, not every one of them. I still use MovieZoo a lot. In fact, the next project I'm working on, I'm incorporating this in with MovieZoo, so I'm using both of them. So whatever I can't do in MovieZoo, I'll do over here. So whatever I can't do over here, I'll do over in MovieZoo. So pretty much working the two together. So they become buddies. Yeah, the MovieZoo and Tvori just became buddies with me. That is okay. All right, now let's get started. Now, not like MovieZoo, you don't have a unlimited space world that you can create a set with. You have a humongous one. Now, if you want to import little bitty buildings or props about no bigger than like that, you can stick it in there and just zoom it in to make it bigger. Whatever how you want. The littler, the more space, and probably more speed your computer have. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing at that. But yeah, so yeah, you have unlimited space to build your sets. Okay, and you can build sets just like you do in MovieSuit. Okay, now let's bring up our tools. Okay, so on your controller, well, for once, one thing, let me tell you something before we do that. Okay, it's being VR. Some of you may be concerned whether is VR right for you? I can't. I'm not saying that it is. It is for me. It depends on what you like. Say what you want to use. Okay. But here lately, a lot of cool animation software has been developed with VR. Okay. Now the VR headset that I am using is the Oculus S. Now this headset hooks up to my computer and it runs off the CPU of my computer. Alright, so, and uh, if you wear glasses like I do right now, I have my glasses on inside my Oculus S. Okay, and all you have to do is make the adjustments to leave enough space between the lenses and your face where your glasses, my glasses aren't snugged or pushed into my face. I'm actually comfortable. Okay, so, and yeah. So, uh, a reason why I'm using the S today because, uh, for one, the video capture on the Quest only lets you do like 30 seconds or something like that. And and right now with the computer on the S, I am using OBS to record what I am doing here. So I don't know whether my quality is slowing down or if it's lagging or whatever because I can't see what's going on while I have this on. I'm just taking my chances. All right? So I'm taking my chances. Okay, now I'm not for sure if they still sell the Oculus S or not, but I know they still support it and they keep doing updates on it. So I'm not for sure. But when I got mine, I spent about $500. It's still $400 cheaper, or it might be $300 cheaper than the Vive and all that, and the other ones they got. Okay, and if $500 still seems too much for you, they have the Oculus Quest 2 or MetaQuest 2, if you will. That's what they're calling it now. I got my headset, my Oculus Quest 2, at Walmart for only $299. Okay, $299. Okay, now with that one, you don't need a computer or a phone or anything like that. It's actually a portable game system within itself. So, but it can't play the Oculus games on your computer. But what you can do, you can if you have a VR compatible computer and you have the Oculus app installed, okay, all you have to do is select the feature AirLink and then when you turn on the Oculus Quest 2 or Meta Quest 2, you'll get a pop-up thing saying that uh, your computer is available for you to connect to, and all you have to do is click on it, and it will airlink to your computer, and you should be able to play all of the Oculus games and software off your computer. Uh, when I made TOG, I used the Oculus Quest 2, and I used Tvori. I had no problems whatsoever, except for having to recharging my batteries a lot, because I did a lot of animation when I made TOG. Okay, so now let's get back to Tvori here. All right, and also Quest 2 does accommodate glasses, just like what I have on now. Okay, now back to Tabari here. Okay, so let's bring up our tools. Okay, on either controller, you push the top button, and that brings up your tool menu. This is your tool menu. Okay, you got the timeline, you got the sun, and you can animate that if you want. Which is pretty cool. And it controls your nighttime and all that, which is pretty cool. I don't know. There's certain sets or environment settings that you can click on that whenever you put it down to where it's dark, you can actually see the stars and the moon. I don't think I'm on that one, by the way. I think I have to, because this is the default area that I'm in. So there's nothing there. You have to create with it. But you can still see there's clouds in this one, though. There is clouds in this. So, yeah. And once you set the sun where you want it to do, all you have to do is like right click it. I mean left click or what button is that? I think it's the B button, and then put into the scene, and it turns small. So you can't accidentally move that around unless you actually click on it, like so. But we're going to delete that because we're not doing nothing here. Okay. All right. So back, open up our tool menu again. You have undo and redo. Okay, and then you have groups where you can group items together, your objects or that. And then you have the gizmos, which you want to activate it or deactivate it, and I'll show you about what that does. And then you got surface snapping, where when you put things together, they'll just snap to. Okay, and then you got lock, the locker, and I'll show you what the locker does. I say like you put an item here, like if you upload or download or import a model and you put it into place and you don't want to mess with it, you don't want nothing to happen to it. See how this right here lights up blue when I touch it? That's because I can pick it up. But if I don't want to move it, or if I don't want nothing accidentally moved, like in Movie Zoo, you can lock it. All you have to do is point it to the locker and push your trigger and hold on to your trigger, and there you go. So now you have to let go of the trigger once you get it. Okay, so all you do is you just stick it into the object that you want to lock, touch it, it'll turn white. Same way with that one, and it'll turn white, and then you can just push the A button, make it disappear, and watch. You can't move it. So that's locked into place. So it has a lock mechanism just like Movie Zoo does. Okay, now let's bring up something else. Okay, now AR, pretty much something else. I'm still working on learning everything with that yet. So I can't show you nothing right now on it. We'll get back to that later once I do. Okay, and here is your microphone. So yeah, you can actually record with this. Let me show you. So I'll just hit the record button. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Push stop. And this is your sound file. Okay, and you can push it back. Let me turn it volume up some. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry. Right now I am using an external mic other than the mic in my headset, because it was the only way I can get it to work without it messing up. So Yeah, but when I'm not recording, it plays fine. So I'm using an external microphone in order to record this video. So, but anyway, when you record, uh, you'll have this file. After you get done doing the recording, your little sound file will look like this. You can loop it, you can play it, you can turn the volume down, up and down on it like so. So that's how you do that. And then you can use these for your characters and all that. So take that out here. Okay, so now that's how the mic works. Bring it back. Okay, this right here, Materializer, this is your paint program, your paint bucket. It helps you create colors for your models and stuff, or uh, it helps you apply textures to your models as long as you got your models uh, UV mapped uh, the way it should be. You got to make sure you have everything right. Okay, so like if you import your model with your textures separately and they're not applied to the model when you import it, well, all you do is just take this, take out your, let me show you. So we'll leave that right there. This right here is the shelf, and the shelf is everything, all your assets. It contains all your assets. It has the default assets that came in with Tvori. I'll show you more about that later. And you have characters that default characters that came with Tvori. Those are just some examples. Okay, and then we have let's see, poly. Well, you know, poly is no more. That is no more. No more. They shut poly down. So this is useless part. And then you have the import. Now this is where everything that you imported into Tvori. All right. This is everything. So you have photos, screenshots, sounds. These are where all your sound files are. Let me see if you can hear this. What is this one? Well, that's Popeye. That's me sounding like Popeye. Let me tell you, my throat was sore for a week with that, and my throat, my voice sounded horsey after that. I haven't done Popeye in years until then, so I sung the actual whole song. But yeah, that's how that sounds on those. Okay, you go back and then you have your videos. So whenever you export your videos, this is the photo where all your videos come at, and you can see what I have. And these are videos for the most ridiculous camping trip ever. These are part of the videos that I've got and some of the files. Okay, sound files. Sorry about that. So we go back. And then you got the poly folder, your export folder. You can actually export from Tvori if you want. So example assets, there's nothing there. Okay. Then you got the models folder. The models folder is where you put all your sets. You can make subfolders to put into that models folder, and then you can have uh, all your imported models in different categories like I got right here. So I got creatures, characters, digilogo, dinosaurs, fishing boat, nature, so forth. Okay, and then I got the tog title. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into characters. All right, and then I'm going to, guess what? Movie Zoo characters. Yes, I imported. Uh, I took some base meshes, base character base meshes, whatever, for Movie Zoo, and I rigged them up with bones, and then I imported them into Tvori. So let me show you. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how this pretty much works. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. I was supposed to show you how to apply textures. I'm bad. Okay, let's go back. So let's see. What can I do to apply textures? We'll go back. We'll come back to the Movie Zoo characters in a minute. So what can I use to apply? So let's back up. Um, back up. Let's back in. Sets. Let's see. All right, canyon. Let me see. All right, canyons. There we go. There's canyons. See how um, you got the model file and the texture file, and you can see that there's no texture on this model file. Now, lots of times, depending on how you do it, when you import it, you already have the textures uh, in applied to the model. So let's take out the model, and let me zoom that in, enlarge it a little bit. Okay, so there's no textures there. So, and this is the texture file. So we'll just bring that out like that. Okay, and we'll just leave that right there. All right, now with that, we'll just click on it with the B button, and then we're going to set material as standard, like so. So now you can see it brightened up a little bit. So now we're going to take the paintbrush or the get material, the syringe, and we'll just stick it in there like that, point it at it, and then push the trigger button. And you notice how it turns colors? Well, watch this. Voila. Now it doesn't look like the right color, but what we can do is get a little bit of white, and there we go. Or you can do yellow. Well, we'll go back to white. That looks better. And that's how you apply your textures. You can enlarge it to make it you can make it huge here. And I got it a little crooked. And there you go. Anyway, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. Anyway, that's how you apply your textures to your models. All right? That's how you do that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to make this video too short. Too short or too long. Um, so yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Got to do something, and I'll show you in a little bit on how to create your characters and put your characters together if you want to make your own characters in Tvori. So just hang in there, and I'll be right back, okay?